I'm going to eat somewhere else. There's nothing wrong with this. It's permissible. It's completely acceptable. It's funny that how some people actually have a bigger problem with this than they do with voting, which I'll talk about in a moment, exactly what they're talking about. But my point is, if somebody calls you to do this action of boycotting, this is acceptable, it's permissible, there's nothing wrong with it because you're not committing a sin. If somebody says to you, why don't we come on, let's go to a protest, let's protest. Again, the same people that want you to vote, they tell you don't protest. It's strange, it's ajib. But yeah, protests are permissible in general, as a general rule, as long as you're not doing anything wrong there. But let's say somebody turned around and said to you, come on, let's all whistle to save Gaza. Blow on this whistle, play this flute in order to save Gaza. I give this example because we know that blowing a flute or whistling, it's one of the very minor issue in terms of the sins. Some people could even argue that it's only makruh in some cases, in sometimes. Okay, but nobody's going to say it's kufr, and yet anybody will look at it and say, "Well, hang on a second. I understand protesting, I understand boycotting, but blowing a whistle." Just because somebody said, like you might have a protest and say, look, honk your horn for Gaza. Okay, honk my horn, no problem. If somebody says to you, whistle, well, hang on, I don't whistle as a Muslim. It might not be a major sin, it might not be a kufr deed, but why am I going to do that? And why do I think that's going to help Gaza anyway? If I do it, I might make myself feel better, but nothing will happen as a result of it in reality, and all I would have done is I disobeyed Allah. This is an example of something very minor and very small. So we have to establish the principle, first of all, that if we want to help the people of Gaza, there are limits to what we can do. It must be lawful. And when I say lawful, I mean it must be lawful according to the Sharia. The Sharia must first define what is legal, lawful means of protest, of repelling the action. Not only is there laws limiting what is permissible, what is not, the Sharia also defines the correct methodology of how to effect change, how to protect and preserve the sanctity of the Muslims, how to respond to an attack such as this genocide. What are we supposed to be doing? The Sharia says one thing, and it's not to go and vote in the elections and appoint the people. This is the first thing we want to make clear. Nobody can ever claim that the Sharia has ordered us to take as our methodology to remove the occupation in Gaza and stop the genocide, that the way Allah wants us to do that, what Allah has